Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm excited because I'm going to be showing you guys my entire makeup collection. So I actually think I have a pretty good makeup collection. I have a good amount of makeup and skincare. Lately, I've been more into skincare, so I've been trying to grow my skincare collection. But prior to that, I was huge on like makeup, eyeshadows, concealers, and everything. So it's going to be exciting to show you guys a mix of like the skincare and makeup that I have. And then later on in the video, I'll take you guys to the bathroom and I'll show you guys the little skincare collection that I have like mounted on the wall. So thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, clicking on this video to watch. I appreciate all your support. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe down below. Leave any video suggestions like always. I'm always open to new ideas. And without further ado, let's get started on the makeup collection. So I'm kind of going to go a little bit out of order and just show you guys kind of like whatever I'm picking up first. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is skincare related, and it's the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. So this smells like oranges, which you guys probably know in the reviews. It is like, I think like vitamin C, and I just normally like after I shower or after I take my makeup off, I'll just dip my finger in and just put it under my eyes. So it is supposed to brighten your eyes. Have I noticed a change? And I've been using this like for a few months now. No, I haven't. I haven't noticed like brightening in my eyes. I wouldn't say I have like severe under eye circles, but I don't not have them. Like I do have them obviously as I'm like getting older. Though I hate saying that, but I haven't noticed that this has been like a holy cream or like miracle worker, which I don't think anything will work, probably except Botox. But I do like the way that this makes me feel. I have sensitive skin and I don't have any type of issues with this Banana Bright Eye Cream. So I mean, if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, I don't think it just hurts to like put it on. The next item, again, skincare, is actually by my favorite brand, and I love to have this with me like in my bag, especially in the summer or just like 24/7, and it's by Kula. And it's just the water mist sunscreen. So I like it because like after I have makeup on, or if I just have like a fresh face and don't have anything on, all I do is spritz some on my face, and it is SPF 18, so you know put it on, and I just like that I have it covered, you know, preventing against wrinkling and aging and all those things, dark spots, cancer. So I really like Kula. They're very clean and like reef-friendly and all those good things, and they have like great products for great prices. So I definitely love like Kula sunscreen, like for the face. They have body sunscreen. They also have like the spray, and they also always come up with like all these amazing different products. So if you don't know Kula, I would definitely check them out. I actually prefer Kula over Supergoop. So that's just my opinion, but I think Kula is great. And then you can see on the back all the good things that they have. They're vegan, reef-friendly, cruelty-free, plant protection, farm to face, and all those good things. I think I have like a video where I open a mystery box from Kula, which they have sometimes, and one of the products was like this item. So you can always like take a look at the Kula products, which I go into depth talking about in that video if you're interested. So staying on that same skincare line, let's talk about my moisturizer. So this is a moisturizer that I've been using for a good amount of time. It obviously hasn't changed. I've been using this for years, and this is the Aqua Bomb by Belief. So I think there's two, and the one I use is the True Cream Aqua Bomb, and I am obsessed with this moisturizer. I use this all the time. I have like cheated on this moisturizer and used different ones. I think I used one by Tatcha, and I used a couple different ones as well, and I hated them. No matter what, I always go back to this cream. I have sensitive skin, and I also have dry skin, especially after I shower. My skin is always dry, so therefore this is like one of the only moisturizers that takes that away from me completely. No itchiness, no redness, and just gives my face like instant relief. No like any type of like negative reactions with this moisturizer. So I definitely recommend this, and it is like a good amount that comes in. I use this every single day, so, and it lasts me like a couple months, and then I'll get a new one. So definitely like 10 out of 10 for me. I've tried different moisturizers, but this for me is like my favorite one, especially if you have dry skin like me. And then the next thing that I want to talk about is a recent purchase, something that I bought a few months ago after kind of like falling into like the craze that is the ice roller. So I bought this ice roller from Amazon. There's nothing fancy about it. It's not like the fancy ones that you see that are like $40, $50. I think I paid like a little bit over 10 or 10. So I love this. I just put it in the freezer, and then I'll go and like ice myself, and apparently it's supposed to be good for like depuffing and blood circulation. It has all these like really good benefits, and all you're doing is just rolling it on your face cold. Getting used to it does take a little bit just because you're rolling literal like ice on your face, but this is pretty good. If you don't have the money or don't want to spend, I'm pretty sure you can just take an ice cube and also just do it on your face as well. But I love this because I have like neck pain sometimes, and I'll wake up and I'll just roll this on my neck. Or I also get migraines, which I've talked about before, so I'll go and when I have a migraine, just like be rolling this on my head. So it has multiple uses for me and I really like it. But again, if you don't want to splurge or you want to see like the benefit beforehand, I would definitely just like take an ice cube, and you know, you can put the ice cube on your face and it's like the same thing as this ice roller. I'm proud of myself because last year I actually kind of like decluttered and threw out and did a purge of all of my makeup. So I actually, my collection now is kind of like clean and uncluttered, and it is things that are special and meaningful to me. So I have a couple of bags that I'm just going to open and show you, kind of like Pandora's box. So I'm just gonna like open and show you guys what's inside. I have like many bags that I kind of just throw like brushes and stuff like that in there, all that I use though. So the first bag is this one right here, and the first thing that I have is this lip sleeping mask by Laneige, or Laneige, however you pronounce it. And I think I talked to you guys about this before. I have the normal gloss tubes, which I like. I bought a new one in pair, and they don't really do anything for me, but I think I bought the sleeping mask just because like when my lips are really dry, kind of like it. I do like Blistex though, it kind of does the same thing for cheaper. But I think I bought it for kind of like the aesthetic and how it looks. I mean, it looks really nice, and I got it in vanilla. And I use this. I try to use it like every night, but I'll just try to use it when it looks, when my lips are chapped. Next item that I have in here is this contour palette. So I still use contour palettes. I just feel like my makeup and my face isn't complete until after I do like the whole entire contour. So last year I lost my favorite one. It was like by Too Faced. It was like the Cocoa Bronze palette, and I don't even know how I lost it, but I lost it. And they don't make it anymore, so I had to kind of like go back to my old ways. And in the past I used the Anastasia contour. I think it was like the light to medium. So this is the one that I use. These are the shades. I use this one for under my eyes after concealer. I normally mix these two, like this banana colored one. I never really use the glitter, but it's there. And then I normally mix all three for my bronze and contour that I do. So I actually really like this. I get a lot of use out of it, and I like it because it's just all in one, and I'm just able to go and just take it and have it with me whenever I need it. So the foundation that I'm using is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. I actually really like this foundation. I actually kind of like purged all my other foundations, and this is the foundation that I have been using and loving. But I'm not going to lie, my favorite one has to be the the Makeup HD foundation, and that's the one that I really like. So probably like I'll go back to that one, or I'll probably just get that and kind of alternate it. But I'm not really like going out enough that I need two foundations. So this is the foundation that I have been using. Giorgio Armani is worth the hype in my opinion. If you kind of like that sheer coverage, I just normally like pump it, and then I'll put a little bit on my face, and then I'll set it. But if you have any type of like imperfections, I don't think it's going to cover it. But I don't really like any type of heavy foundation either. So this one, and then the Makeup Forever, the Ultra HD, I really like both of them. I feel like they're buildable, and you can build it up if you want it to cover it and then add concealer, etc. But I like it because it's sheer and it kind of shows your face. It doesn't make you look cakey or anything. So brows, again, I actually love brows. I don't really go out unless my brows are filled. They're filled right now. Love having my brows like dark, and I just do the Brow Powder Duo, and this is in the color Ash Brown. I personally like these two. I think that they complement my brows, and I love the color. These look good. I normally like mix them or do one or the other. Always comes out really good, and I like it because it's little portable and it has a little mirror in it as well. And then again, talking about brows, actually it's not in here, so we're gonna move on from brows. Lip gloss, I'm obsessed with Tower 28 anything, so I actually went and bought a brand new Tower 28 clear jelly gloss. I love this brand. So this is the only lip gloss that doesn't leave your lips, like after you put it on, it doesn't leave them sticky like other lip glosses, basically every other one on the market. This truly is, in my opinion, like one of the best clear lip glosses. It'll last for a really long time. I always get compliments like when I'm wearing it, how like nice it looks. And it's just, the clear color is called Chill, and I love it. It's like so good. I'm always wearing it like all the time. Even like if I don't put any makeup on, I'll just put this on, and I love like how it makes my lips look. It's always a hit. And then during Christmas, I actually bought like the duo. So it was like a limited edition color by Tower 28, and this was in the color Chestnut. I'm not really a fan how it looks like on my skin color. It's kind of like a red brown color, but I do like it because it's just like, I like the formula. It's not like sticky, and it's like buildable, and it at the end, like once it like sets, it kind of is kind of like a clear brown. But this is it, in case you guys were wondering. And the color Chestnut, I'm not sure if they're still making it, but I did get it in a duo for Christmas. So again, with lips, I got this a while ago, and it probably should be thrown out, but I'm still going to wear it because I'm obsessed with it. This is the Bite mini lipstick, and this is in the color Chai, and I personally love this color. It's kind of like red, but it doesn't go on red. It's kind of like a brown reddish color, and it looks really good on like my skin color, and I just like the way it makes me look. I don't really apply it dark, but I'll apply it light, and it kind of gives a nice tint. So I love this, and I just can't bring myself to throw it out because there's still a good amount, and I'm obviously still getting use out of it. And then the next lipstick is Angel, which is again one of my favorites that I obviously need to get a new one. I have Velvet Teddy in one of these bags somewhere, and that's kind of like my main day-to-day lipstick that I use, just because it's kind of like a nice nude brown, but it's not nude that it makes your teeth look yellow, but it's a nude that kind of complements, and I think it kind of goes with everyone. I think Velvet Teddy was always a fan, and for me it's still something that I'm going to keep using probably forever. But Angel is really nice, especially in the summer when I want like a little bit of like a pink, and then I'll do a gloss after. So I actually really love this one by MAC, and I kind of love lipsticks by MAC. So whenever I need a lipstick, I always go to MAC. I actually like their colors, their shades, and their formulas. So moving back on to eyebrows, I am obsessed with this clear brow gel. I always get it like after it runs out. I always get a new one of these. I've tried different like clear brow gels, and by far this one's my favorite. It doesn't have like any crust that like builds up after you put it on. Nothing, just completely like perfect. It does have a little bit of like a weird smell, but to me it doesn't bother me. But if you're not really into like smells or they annoy you, then I really wouldn't get this one. But the smell's really like not that bad, and I just go and like put it on. It's a great size, and it's perfectly clear. Even if I'm not wearing any makeup or brows, I'll just do this to kind of comb my eyebrows, and they stay in place. So this is great, and it's like not expensive at all. And then the next thing I want to talk about, speaking like between eyes and eyebrows, is this new mascara that I've been trying. And this is actually a really funny story. So this is by Ilia. I've heard good things about them, so I decided to go and try their mascara. There are two at Sephora, and I didn't know which one to get, but I went with this one, which is the Fullest Volumizing Mascara, just because I liked the brush handle better, but they're not waterproof. And normally like that's not really a problem for me, but my boyfriend and I went out to dinner, and I wore them on the top and the bottom eyelids, and we live in the city, so we walked to dinner. And when I got to dinner, I guess since it was like so cold, all of the mascara that was on the bottom, I guess like, I don't know what happened, but my eye literally looked like Mulan, like that one girl in Mulan where like it's all black here, and it was just horrible. And I mean, it seemed like it was waterproof because I went to the bathroom and I tried to wipe it off, and it was just like dark, and it just looked really bad. But I haven't had that issue since. But overall, it's a good mascara. I'm wearing it right now, so as you can see, it's, you know, they look nice, volumizing. Obviously, I think like nothing's gonna get you really full like eyelashes unless you get like a lift, or you know, get like a lash set, or you do falsies. But this is pretty good. I like this, and there's no like eye itchiness or anything when I wear this, which is like a really big positive for me, because normally after mascara I'll get like dry eyes, or my eyes will be itchy or irritated, but this has been really good, so no complaints. Back to speaking about skin or like face, so this is actually my favorite concealer. I have tried a couple, and I always go back to this one. It's the Stay Naked concealer, and I actually really like it. It's up to 24 hours wear. I haven't really had any type of issue with it, and I wear the color 30 NY. and I think it looks great. It's buildable, and then it kind of like smooths through. It doesn't crack or anything. So prior to this, I used to use NARS, and the NARS was just like, it was good, but I feel that like they give you so little, and also it would cake up a little bit. But my trick normally is like I'll put it on, and then I'll use one of my favorite brushes, which I'll show you guys, and I'll set it with that, and then that doesn't let it crease or anything or cake up. And then I'll set it with the banana powder or the translucent powder. I'll set it, and then I don't really have like any issues unless my skin's really dry. So I actually really like this one, and there's like a good amount that comes in here as well. So I'll show you guys the brushes and the last things that are left in here before I move on to the next bag. So my favorite eyeliner is the Stila waterproof black eyeliner, the liquid liner. I haven't really been wearing a lot of liquid liner. I normally just do a little bit of like eyeshadow and then mascara. But when I do want to wear eyeliner, or I do want to like wing my eye, I love this one. It's really good. It's one of my favorite ones, and it is waterproof and stays on just like it advertises. And let's see. So this brush I really like as well. It's by Morphe, and this is the Morphe E62 brush. So this brush is really good because it's like for nose contouring, so that's what I use it for when I'm going out, etc. And I really want to really appear really nice and chiseled and contoured. I use this one to contour my nose. So after I do the cream contouring, I do the powder contouring on top, and I'll just dip this in the powder, and I'll just go and kind of like contour my sides, etc., whatever I want to do. But I like this one because it is really angled and detailed, and it is perfect for contouring the nose. And you can probably contour something else as well, just because it's so tiny and angled, but I use it for nose contouring. And then all of like my foundation brushes are from Sigma. They definitely are worth the splurge in case you're looking for new brushes. I think Sigma is really good. I've had them for like a good amount of time, and I always like wash them, depending like how many times I use them, like a couple times a month. And they have held up really well. They don't shed or anything compared to like my Sephora brushes or other brushes that I have. So the Sigma brushes are definitely worth the splurge and the hype, because I've had them for a long time. So one of my favorite ones by Sigma is the flat kabuki. So it's the F80 brush, and this one's really great. It's a good like overall brush. So for foundation, it's like good for getting all in there, but it's not good for really going in. But everyone has like a different way that they do makeup, that their makeup, and that they know their face. But I really like the flat kabuki brush, and like I've said, they've lasted really long for me. I've definitely gotten my money's worth for them. And then the next brush, this one's actually my favorite one by Sigma, and this is the I can't even see because, you know, it like took off. I think it's F36 or F86, but it's the tapered kabuki brush, and this one's amazing. So I actually do use this one when I apply my foundation. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I do. And I love this one because I get all in there, and it's so angled and soft that I'm able to like go into like right here on my nose. I'm able to like get under here, and it's just like exactly where I want it to be. I'm able to go and get it compared to like the other brushes, just because this one's like angled. And I love the way that this one applies like my foundation. So I really like the tapered kabuki brush. And then one of my favorite brushes when I do wear eyeshadow to just kind of like spread it all in there and blend it all is this one by MAC. Unfortunately, I can't tell you which one it is because it has been some time and the numbering did kind of like go away. But I think it's like just the big eyeshadow brush. I love this one, and I use this one once I'm done doing my eyeshadow just to blend everything. It's a great brush. And then what else do I have here? Okay, so I do have a couple more things that I can talk about on this one. So this is my favorite for doing my eyebrows. So I use this one every single day when I do my eyebrows. Again, this one's by MAC, and I can't tell you which one it is because it has been some time. I definitely do need to upgrade my eyebrow brush, but this is my favorite one. It's angled and it's perfect for doing my eyebrows. I feel like it really gives me the shape that I want. I just kind of like dip it in the powder or the gel, whichever one I'm using that day, and then I go and I just go and fill in my eyebrow, and this is amazing. It's a really good, accurate detailing to exactly how you want your eyebrow to be. So really love this brush. And then moving back onto lips are two of my favorite lip liners. So I actually still really love using lip liners. So before I do, basically my lip kind of like combo that I do is I'll do the Blistex or the lip mask, and then I'll do lip liner, and then I'll do lipstick, and then after that I'll do the Tower 28 gloss. So that's all that I do. So my favorite lip liners have to be kind of like a nice nude, but like I mentioned, not the nude that makes your teeth look yellow, but a nude that kind of just like looks really nice and just like clean. So these are my favorite nudes. This is the one I'm wearing right now, and this is by Laura Mercier, and this is the Hazelnut Tea Nude. This one's my favorite. So this one's really nice, and it's actually the one that I'm wearing right now. So sometimes I'll just go and like spread it on there like it's a lipstick. And this one's okay. I can't really sense it, but it is really nice to put under to build up. This one's by Dior. And what color is this one? This one is Beige Lumiere. So this one's pretty nice. It has like a little bit of some glitter on it, but it is nice. I guess like they have like a little bit of like different colors. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but it is one that I like to put under before I like put like lip gloss or something. So moving on, this is a new brush that I bought from Sephora. It's a Pro contour brush. This is what it looks like, and apparently this one's really good for kind of like doing your cheeks and like this area right here, which is what I wanted. I wanted to try something different in my makeup look, and I actually haven't even tried this one or opened this one yet, so we're about to open it together right now. And it's actually hilarious because I got this a few months ago, and I just never even used it, but I guess it's great because I'm using it now to show you guys. So this is what it looks like, and I think it looks great actually. It's really nice and soft, and I think it's gonna be perfect for getting in there and doing the contour that I need to do. So I'm excited to see how this one looks once I do like a whole entire look with it. Moving on is my next little bag that I have here again. So let's start off with the first item, and the first item is an unused beauty blender. So I actually bought this and I haven't used it yet. I wanted to get back into using beauty blenders after seeing a bunch of people using beauty blenders and seeing the results, but to be honest, even when I did have a beauty blender, I was just never really a big fan of it. I hated getting it damp and wet. I never knew when it was damp and ready to go. And sometimes like I would apply my foundation with it and like the foundation would kind of like be wet. I don't know, it just really wasn't a good look for me, but I'm really excited to kind of try the beauty blender again and see if this works for me this time. And the next item that we have is my trustworthy eyelash curler by MAC. I love this one. I love curling my lashes. I never put on mascara without curling my lashes first, so I definitely love this. It's definitely a go-to tool. If you don't have an eyelash curler, definitely go buy one. It's a big game changer. So this one's actually a recent purchase. I actually have the strobe cream by MAC, and I got this one in the color like gold light, and I actually really like this one. I had like the little mini one in the pink, but when they did the makeup on me a while ago, they used the gold light, and I like it. So basically, like after you moisturize and everything, you just open this and just take a little bit, very little, and then you go and you put, like I put it on my face kind of like as a primer, and it gives you a little bit of a glow. I don't think that the glitter is overwhelming, but if you're not a fan of glitter, you might not like it. I definitely like after putting on my foundation and my powders, etc., I don't even see it, but I like knowing that I have like a primer on me, and I like this primer for having sensitive skin and everything. I don't think that this dries out my skin or breaks me out, etc. So I like this one, but there is definitely like a lot of other primers that don't have like that little glitter glow, but personally I like it, and I think it just adds to my look. One of my favorite things that I have here is the liquid eyeshadow by Stila. So this is in the shade Kitten, and I'm obsessed with this one. So I actually went through a phase like last summer where I wore this all the time. I haven't worn it in a while, but I do want to go back to wearing it. It is a little bit tricky in my opinion to put on at first. For me it was. So basically I would like close my eye, and then I would just like put it on, and then I would have to like blend it in. I obviously didn't want my eye to look like a disco ball, so I do think this is really good for a night out, but I did also wear it during the day, and I did kind of like leave it very light. It's kind of like you can play around with this, that's what I like. But out of all of the colors, my favorite one was Kitten. I think it looks really nice with like my skin tone, and it kind of like went with like the makeup look that I wear. So I really like the liquid eyeshadow. So like I was mentioning to you guys earlier, I normally do kind of like a cream liquid contour before I normally do the powder. So what I use to do that is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I love this, like I'm obsessed with this, and this is in the color Honey. I thought Honey was a little bit too dark for me, like not dark enough in the ways that I wanted it to be, even though it is dark, but I think it contours my face great. So if you like my look right now, which it's kind of like been a long day, so you can't really tell the look, but I have it contoured with this. So basically this is what it looks like. There's so much that comes in, and then once you take it out, you do have to wipe it off a little bit because there's just so much product that comes out. So normally when I contour, I go here, I go here. When I'm going out, I'll do like right here on my forehead, and then sometimes I'll do my jaw as well, and then sometimes I'll do like the sides of my nose and just contour there as well. And I love this because it's super blendable, and then I'll just like blend it, and it blends really easily. Like it doesn't really leave like anything dark or etc. I just normally like blend it, and it just gives you a really nice look. They have a lot of shades as well, and I just like because it's kind of like really blendable and it's not like heavy or anything. Like there's other types of cream contours where I've like put them on and then I'm just like blending for a long time, and it's like you could just tell the lines there. But I actually really like this because there's a lot that you can use with it, and it's, you know, meant to conceal, contour, highlight, or retouch, but I obviously use it for contouring, and then I'll set it with the powder contour. But this is really good. I really personally like it. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the brushes that I have here. So again, by Sigma, this is one of my favorite ones, Angled Kabuki. So this is normally what I'll use along with the other one for the cream liquid contour that I use. So after I like contour the cheeks, normally I just use this one for the cheeks, and then I'll just go and contour this and just like get it out and buff it out. This one works really good, and as you can tell, really good quality, and they have held up really well. And then this is one of my favorite brushes by MAC that also needs to desperately be replaced. And this one, I know it's like meant for foundation, but I hated this one for foundation. So this is the one that I was telling you guys that I use after I do the concealer. So I'll go and set this, and then that makes sure that it doesn't crease or just like make my eyes look like ghost white. This one sets it really good. So I just normally use this as like my concealer brush, and it works really good. And then this brush by Sephora, I love this one. This is the one that I use to set in my under eye powder, but this actually is a contour brush actually. So originally I used this for what I bought it for, which was to do like the contour right here, but I actually use this now to just set in my under eye powder. Or sometimes like for my nose contour, when I didn't have the other brush, I would go and set this in like the brown bronze palette, and then I'll go and to the sides. But I actually really like this one, which I'm using right now for my under eyes. And then let's see, this one's really good too. It's just another Sigma brush. It's the round kabuki. Sometimes I also use this one for foundation as well. They're kind of just all for like the same purpose in my opinion, but they all work really great, and they're just such good quality brushes, soft and like sturdy, so can't complain about them. And then one of my favorite brushes is this one right here by Benefit, and this is the one that I use to do my bronzer. So as you can tell, so I just go and put it in the colors, and then I'll go and bronze myself, and I love this one. It's so soft, and I just think it just really gives me like the look that I want to go for. So I actually like this one, and I like the whole entire look of it as well. And let's see what else I have. I showed you guys that already. And then I have another lip liner for you guys. So this is again one of my favorite lip liners, again another brown one, and this is Spice by MAC. So I really personally like this color. It's just like a brown, and like I mentioned to you guys, I normally just do a lot of browns in my opinion. I think it's like what works best for me, and it goes under like the lipstick or lip gloss that I want to wear. So I like this one, it looks good as well. So I can't find any of like my actual Laneige like lip tubes. I have no idea where they were. I actually was in the office this week, so I must have like put them in the bag or something. But moving on, I have some other more goodies in this little bag, and I actually got this little trio of makeup bags on Amazon, so I just have them like set up in my closet. But what's inside this bag? Let's see. So I have the Dip Brow pomade that a lot of people hate and like make jokes about, but honestly, I like this. I never overuse this to the point where like how you can see like the memes of people using this. It always looked natural. I haven't used it in a while, but I feel like maybe like if the night called it, I would use it again. I never overused it where it looked like funny. I've always done my brows a certain way, so I personally really like this, and I used it in the color medium brown. And then let's see, I have a little cute blue eyeliner by NYX. Again, I haven't really used it, but sometimes I like to like buy different colors, and I have the feeling that I'll just go and use it. I used to have a lot of like single eyeshadows by MAC, and these like really weird colors that I thought I would use and then I would never really use, because the only colors that I actually use are like brown and nudes. But I have this one in pink, and it's actually in the color to Bling. So maybe I'll use this one day, I don't know, but I actually really like this color. It's just like a nice neutral shimmery pink. And then I have a few more brushes in here. So I actually like this brush. Like I mentioned, I don't really use highlight, which I probably should, but I don't. But this is a brush that I got from Laura Mercier, and it's just like their highlight brush, their fan. So you just dip it in the highlight, and then you'd go and highlight where you want to highlight. So it's a really nice brush. And what else do I have? I have the Laura Mercier translucent powder, just a little mini one. I like using this one, and you don't really need a lot, which is why I haven't bought the big one, but I normally just go and dip it into like the lid, and then I'll just go and put it on there on like what I want to put it on. And one of my favorite things, one of the last things I'll show you here, I have a couple of like eyebrow brushes, and like eye brushes, which I won't like show, but one of my favorite things that I'll show you guys is this one right here. So this is like one of MAC's like top like lip glosses that a lot of people used to talk about, and I think like Amrezy put people on this, but I don't know, I actually wore it once and it was just so sticky that I just like never wore it again. But this is the Oyster Girl by MAC, and I was so excited when I finally bought this. And I think sometimes you buy things and you have like visions in your head of what it's going to look like. So I had so many looks planned based on like Amrezy and all these like makeup artists talking about Oyster Girl, and it was just so sticky and I just didn't like the way it looked. So as you can see, this is it, and I'll just put a little bit on because I haven't worn it in like a long time, but as you can tell, like it's kind of like a whitish color lip gloss. It'll look more like in person versus on the camera, but I just didn't like how sticky it was. MAC makes really good lip liners, and they make really good lipsticks, and I like their primer and their eyebrow gel, but their lip glosses are something else. I just didn't like them. But yeah, like it's very sticky and different compared to the formula of the Tower 28, which I really like. It's definitely not bad. I do like it because you can see like the little glitter on it, but I just prefer the Tower 28 in my opinion. But I did go and buy the Oyster Girl, and I just never used it, so now I have a full entire tube of the Oyster Girl. Little container right here, this little bag, I just have a bunch of my favorite eyeshadow palettes, and I did go through a phase where I bought a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, and I would just like create all these like looks or try to like mimic all these looks. So this is one of the last things that I'll show you guys before moving on to like the skincare, the little skincare that I have on the wall, and then ending the video. So the first palette I have, I mean, who wouldn't I be if I didn't have the Naked palette that everyone has? And my Naked, I think it was like the Naked 2 or 3, I actually had to like throw out because it was just like so old, and I used that one so much. But this Naked, I actually really didn't even touch it, barely. All the colors are like still intact, and there's no, you can't see like the pan in any of them. But in the other Naked that I had, you could definitely like, colors were going out. But I love this. I think we should like go back to like the eyeshadow palettes, because I love like exploring and having all these like different colors and experimenting with them. And then the next palette is, let's see, this one right here. So this is the Too Faced one, and I actually really like this. I got this one as a Christmas gift, and I used it a couple times, and I think like I should use it a little bit more. So it has all these like cute little colors for like boudiere. And it comes with like a little pamphlet where it teaches you like what colors create which looks. So you can like look at this, and then it has a little pamphlet which tells you like what colors to create certain types of looks, like smoky, like sultry, etc. So I actually really like this. I just think I haven't played enough with it. Really, I think I used it like 1 or 2 times. So I'll definitely have to like use it again to create some looks with it. And this one right here was also a gift as well. And again, it's by Too Faced, and this is the Sugar Cookie. So I like the smell of Sugar Cookie. I just actually haven't, the colors are a little bit too pink for me. But it does smell really good, and I'm sure that like whenever I need a nice pink color, I definitely will get my use out of this. But again, I really haven't used it, so I kind of am a little bit bad with the eyeshadow palettes, because normally I just tend to go for like the colors that I really like or I really use, and the colors that I normally always like are kind of like in the Naked palette because they're just browns. I feel like everything, whether it's like my bronze and like my eyeshadow and like my lips, everything's always like a nice like nude brown kind of color, so that's always like what I normally tend to do. And then just showing you guys what I use to clean my brushes. I think I've talked about it before. I always get like the Sephora Solid Clean, and it's just like a little soap and it comes with a little sponge. Love this for cleaning my brushes. I always get these, especially when they're on sale. I'll go and stock up on a few because it does kind of like when you're cleaning a good amount of brushes, it does kind of like end up a little bit quick, so you do want to go and like buy a couple when they're on sale. And then the last eyeshadow palette I have, because I mentioned I threw out a couple like last year, so the last eyeshadow palette I have is the Modern Renaissance, and this one brings back so many memories because I absolutely love the colors in it. And I tried to do a lot of like makeup looks that I found on YouTube with like the colors, and I was trying to like get inspired and I think some good looks came out. Like I loved this color right here, and I love the pinks, and maybe I will go back and like play with like some looks with these colors, but I haven't really used this. But I remember like when I bought this, I actually like splurged on it, and it was like a big deal for me like buying it, so it does bring back good memories, and I definitely want to go and create some looks with this one as well. So now let's show you the little skincare that I have mounted on the wall before the end of the video. So just to give you guys a quick glimpse, I have the little Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. I personally like this just to like put on like as soon as I wake up, or just to like refresh my face. Do I feel like it was worth the money? Definitely not, but I really think it looks nice just on the shelf. And then the Rose Face Mask, I actually really like it as well. It's really nice for just kind of like a refreshing mask that I like to put on after a long day or before I go in the shower. Just like my all-nighter is there. I just like to keep it there because normally I go into the bathroom after I'm done my makeup, so it's just a quick and easy spritz. And then I'm really loving this new Belief Aqua Bomb Jelly Cleanser. I normally like this. It's like used to like after you take off your makeup, you just go and like put a little bit on your face, and then you like wipe it off, and it kind of like clears everything out. So I am really liking this, and it is really good for like sensitive skin and dryness. It doesn't really do anything to my skin, so that's what I like. No side effects. And then just up here, ignore my boyfriend's things. That's what happens when you live with a guy. But I am obsessed with this new Boscia like Matcha Magic Super Mask. It leaves my skin literally feeling like a baby, so I love this mask. And then these two are just like little samples. I haven't tried them yet. One's like a little cream by Laneige, and the other one is the Pharmacy Green Cleanser, which I haven't tried. But like I said, I can't get enough of this mask. They don't carry this at Sephora anymore, but you can go on their website and they always have like discounts. I think I got it for like 15% off and like free shipping. So I would definitely go and take a look. I love this, and it leaves my skin literally feeling like a baby. And just to show you guys the last thing that I forgot, it's just like the micellar cleaning water. So I actually really like this now. I'm trying to use this instead of using the makeup wipes that I would always use because I have heard bad things about them. So normally when I take off my makeup, I'll use the micellar water, and it does work really good for taking off mascara, etc. Sometimes I do have to go in again and just like after I'm done with like one cotton pad, I'll go in with like one more and just make sure that I got everything out. So the micellar water is really good. It's gentle, and it doesn't have as many toxins as the Neutrogena makeup wipes or the other makeup wipes that we use. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave me down in the comments below what was your favorite makeup item that I showed you, or what new makeup item that you want to try after watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a big thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe down below. I'll see you guys for my next video. Bye.